It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful but
chilly, not Wednesday. Cold, according to Hector.
No, Hector says this is nothing. Guy says to me, I'm from New York, this is nothing. I say, yeah, I was from New York, this is something. So they're chilly. But welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, San Francisco, New York. We hope you are warm wherever you are. My sister was 34 degrees this morning.
Is she warm and all bundled up?
She has a dartboard with my face on it, and she throws a pin at it. I hate you.
Come on down, Mimi. I thought they were coming down. They're staying with you, I heard.
That's a 9-year plan.
In 9 years or 9 years?
It's been 9 years. So I'm coming to see you. Frankie had come to see me before she did.
Come on down. We were talking about how cold it was. The Millennials did a show at 11:30 with Jackie and Annie, new potential intern producer Courtney, and Hector talking about it being cold. And Hector says it's only cold when you go outside and you can see your breath. Other than that, it's chilly. I kind of like that idea.
Where did you grow up that you can say that?
New Jersey, he says.
Why. Well, then he can say it.
There's your popper. Let's move your popper up.
Right now, that was Jackie.
Today is Wednesday. I've lost track of days. It's a wonderful Wednesday. We've got a Football Foundation Food Frenzy Wednesday. And the funny thing is, today has been a whole sports day for us.
It's all about the sports.
It's all about the sports. And my question to you would be, why you're wearing a baseball shirt?
Because it was the only warm thing I had. I would have wore, I don't care what it was. It was freezing. I live on the lake, you know? And on the lake, that wind comes in. Even the cat ran away.
You're in South Florida.
It was freezing.
How cold can it be in South Florida?
And this has insulation inside of it. So
Does it?
Yeah. So, of course, I had to wear this. And I had
You've got a whole jacket on and a jacket over that?
And a jacket. And
that's like a windbreaker in itself.
And I'm going to go to a thicker jacket because it's cold outside.
Ever heard of the name windbreaker?
I heard of her.
Not her.
No,
Don't be nasty.
I knew a windbreaker.
A windbreaker. Why is a jacket called a windbreaker?
Because
it breaks the wind.
That would be
words I think of that never have any meaning until they actually come out of my mouth.
Now, I just want
It's Michael's fault, by the way.
That's the chili.
I just want you guys to know that when Dawn is cold, her brain goes into this other mode.
Now,
that's the most silliest question.
So you're now more improved.
I don't know about that. It's a little more intriguing minds want to know.
More minds, more people on the set.
But we had a great morning. You know, people say, what time do you get into the studio? Sometimes it's not until 11. That's because we start our meetings at 8:30. And this morning, we were at an amazing meeting down with the Florida Panthers in Sunrise at 9 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
And we met with Derek, and we had met with Peter before, and we have the possibility, which we want to throw this out to you.
Before you do that.
Or not.
Before you do that, the conversation we're having had to do with you.
Yes.
You were the center of conversation. You weren't even there.
Wow.
How do you like that?
That was awesome. That's great.
Because today on the show, we have some guests that you have provided for us. One being Mr. Icky Woods from the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's correct.
Cincinnati Bengals. Don't think he's from the
Cincinnati Bengals.
Steelers, by the way. He's from the Bengals. And we have Mr. Bob
Brudzinski.
Brudzinski.
Brudzinski or Brudzinski?
Brudzinski.
He's just a bruiser because he
Yes.
gets beat up on my Jets
Bruiser.
every freaking game. I'm going to ask him about that this afternoon. He should be here any minute. And we asked the Panthers to put something together, and they want to work with us. But the whole switch to this game is that the gentleman that we met with is very good friends with Dawn's son. So he kept saying, "Is that your mother?" to Aaron. Yes, it is. No, it can't be your mother. I mean, they know each other how long?
I guess longer than I realized, because we met this guy at another, when we were at Be Like Brit, we were at another foundation, and I gave him my card, and a week later my son says, "Mom, you met my friend." I said, "I did." "How do you know?" He said, "Because he saw the last name." He says, "How could that possibly be your mom? But you look alike." So we went and we met with him. Really, really a nice guy. The Panthers they've always been amazing to us. Every time we go, we've brought 2 foundations there to have Panthers nights and Panthers events, from ADL to Connected Warriors, fundraisers. We've done a hockey puck shot.
Oh, cool.
Really
Slap
some fun things. And we went today because he wanted to show us what they've offered now. And now included in the package, you get free parking, which is
That's
really great, right? So you get the ticket, you can do a food package, free parking. And we were thinking that we do a whole Brooklyn Cafe TV game day or night, whatever we choose to do. And we partner with some amazing foundations. You, maybe Brudzinski, Icky, maybe we bring in Alzheimer's, and we bring in a whole umbrella of all the foundations, or a lot of them that we work with. People buy their tickets, and the proceeds of those tickets, then the person can choose from the drop down on Brooklyn Cafe night, where would you like your donation to go?
That's awesome.
And they can earmark Flying4Hope, they can earmark whatever it is, Alzheimer's. You get a table, an information table, and then we pick another game experience.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we can do a show from there.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
We can do
They
a
said
live
we
show,
do
we can do a whole event, plus the game.
That's awesome.
And pick different levels of tickets. So from the $19 tickets all the way up to, we can do
300.
Lexus level tickets, which includes everything. So something to think about, and he's going to send us the schedule
That's
when
awesome.
the Jumbotron is still available, so we can feature some of the foundations, and we go from there.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate
But
it.
we were thinking of you, because apparently Freddie tells me you have a few foundations that you work with.
Yes, I do. I work with a lot of different
And you
foundations.
also have a few of your own.
Well, yeah, I have my own, of course, Flying4Hope, but then I like to work with, Javante Woods Foundation. That's how I met Icky several years ago down in Chicago, and learned that he lost his son to an asthma attack when he was 16, so that was 8 years ago. And so I've been trying to support him as well and tell people about his charity. And then I know that Bob does all kinds of different charities. So he's got something called Bruise Buddies, and I'm sure he'll let us know more about that today. So he's given millions of dollars away over the years. So I'm really excited just to learn about how he started, going from being a Buckeye to a Dolphin, and being on the defensive line, being a linebacker, and all those fun things. So I'm really excited to meet him.
And my thinking was, if you have a number of foundations and we're putting it under one umbrella, things magically happen, because you're in a room full of people that do things from their heart.
Exactly.
And you never know. In there, you can join forces with another foundation, which leads to another foundation. Something magical happens. The more, the merrier. So we wanted to run this by you. We're doing it on the air.
And nothing like doing it on the air and
We wanted
throwing you
to
right
do
into
on
it.
the air.
But the Panthers have been incredible, and they pretty much said, pick a game and let's do it.
That's awesome.
And they want to get people there. They
No,
want to get people
exactly.
there.
Where's the stadium at?
It's in Sunrise.
Oh, it's in Sunrise. Sorry.
You go that way.
Yeah. Okay.
It's in Sunrise near the Sawgrass Mall.
Okay, gotcha. I
So
know
not
that.
too far from, it's about 30 minutes from here. We got down there and back really fast. We never get to any meetings that early. And he said, are you running on time? I said, on time, we're early.
That's great.
So it was really great. It was
And
really
I
a
was
great
freezing,
meeting.
so he says, I'm going to get you out of here in
How
20
could you be
minutes.
freezing?
He was
It
in
was
that
a hockey rink.
and a jacket. and
And there was no ice.
Did you have any coffee on
They
you?
had no coffee.
No,
It
there
was
was
2
no
early in the morning. All you hear was the guys taking the ice down.
But what do you think, right? We work with so many foundations. We can even, again,
All of them.
be like Brit. We can offer it to all of them, because
Yeah.
you know what? It's a win-win. It's not that it's going to
everybody.
take from anybody. You can buy one ticket and sponsor you, and a ticket and sponsor someone else. You can do anything anyone wants to do.
Yeah,
And
it's
get
kind
an
of like the charity
information
challenge
table.
that's in Wellington. Have you ever heard of that?
No,
I didn't
what's
even
that?
know what that
Yes, I
was.
have.
I missed the mark. I didn't even know it existed. Where the horses, it's like a theme. So like one year it was Disney.
Yeah.
and like they have 400 charities that apply, and then they pick like 50, and then they dress up like that character for Disney. This is what they did in 2017. But the least prize amount is 15 grand, and the most that the person, whichever horse wins, is like $150,000.
You see, they could be somebody that we can team up into this thing as well.
Yeah.
Because the other 350 that missed out, come and see us.
What do you
We'll
think?
take
What do you guys
everything.
think? Want to go to the Panthers game? We'll do a show from there. We just needed Ethernet. They could not have been nicer. So, Derek, as soon as we get that information from you on when the Jumbotron is available, then we're going to talk to Susan and pick a date.
That'd be awesome.
I don't know what we were thinking. February, March. He goes, "What about January?"
He wants us to
They're
do
doing
right
a
away.
dentist
I
day.
think January would be
Your
great.
dad's a dentist, isn't
But
he?
you got the Super Bowl here in Miami. So there's going to be a lot of people in town. Maybe it is a good idea.
Wait, the
We
Super
need
Bowl's
to
in
talk.
Miami this year?
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
February
I
3rd.
didn't even know that.
Funny thing is, I got a wedding that day.
And the funny thing is that we live in Miami, and I bet you nobody in this room has a Super Bowl ticket. Not one person.
I didn't even know it was here, but
I didn't even know it was here. And my gala's on the 16th, which, by the way, the early bird special tickets are due by Saturday. The early bird's price.
You better get
And
it.
the early bird price is how much?
$175 for the gala, $325 per person for the golf.
And then it goes to what?
$225 for the gala, and then it goes up to $350 for the golf.
So we need
You got to get your
make
tickets
money.
by Friday.
We should have put a spot together. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that we have the luxury of using media on an everyday platform.
Right.
And it goes everywhere. This thing goes everywhere. And we're bringing in more specialists to deal with the social media aspect to bring it even bigger.
Right.
The object of this game is to get as much noise for all of these different
Charities.
charities.
Right.
The noise is really what's going to drive this thing, plus the context that you have. I mean, you know White Castles. I went looking for White Castles today. We couldn't find it.
At the dollar store.
But I found Jamaican. I found Jamaican patties.
True story.
Jamaican patties.
Remember that? Jamaican patties? Found that?
We went to pick up some paper goods, and I'm like, man, I'm hungry. He says, well, let's see what they have to eat. I said, at the dollar store frozen food section,
Where's the White
they
Castle?
had fried Jamaican patties. We came and got some coffee. But they're having Dentist Day, Annie, in January at the Florida Panthers. And they're taking over the whole huge auditorium room
huge.
with
Holds 500
food
people.
and a bar. And proceeds are going to benefit the University of Florida College of Dentistry.
Oh, cool.
But they're doing, I don't know what dental association is going to be there, but they're doing a whole big event. I think it's January 21st.
He said maybe you guys want to come and join. That was so funny.
He says, I know you don't do anything with dentistry, although Annie's dad is a dentist.
Oh, I didn't know that. He still is?
He has his office.
Really?
And like,
No
we're
wonder
see
you have
that?
such great teeth.
Isn't it amazing? I know what I know.
What
Again,
did I tell
Michael,
you
it's
about
your
that
fault.
temperature stuff?
I don't know if it's the temperature stuff or the new formulation of the Serenity gummy bears. I'm not quite sure. It might be the new formulation.
I think you're probably going to be giggly just because of the coffee and the strength. Technically, I didn't yet label these gifts, the red and green ones, but these are double strength. So what it says on there is actually
You're having another
twice
one?
as strong. Well, plus I gave him the concentrate as well. So,
What's the matter?
oh
I'm a
no,
little
you're
tired.
going to be.
I'm a little tired.
You're not supposed to eat a whole
Now,
one.
What?
oh yeah, you're good.
Last time I ate it, they told me, nope, I took it out of my mouth. I eat a leg at a time.
Well, you just.
I can't dissect that.
It's a show, so you can eat all you want, but think about it. I mean, it's for dosing.
This is much better tasting.
Yeah.
Troy,
I
how
told
you doing? I'm going to get your coffee out to you by the weekend.
We changed it up a little bit, and
No, you changed
made-
it up a lot of it. This
What?
tastes a whole lot better.
Well, it's way better, 100 times.
Wow.
And again, I want to thank Jermina from Blossom Moments Flower. Look how beautiful this set looks,
Beautiful.
right? For the holidays. She did an incredible job, and she's such an amazing lady. So for all of your floral needs, contact Jermina, bmgevents.net, 561-951-6343. Every time they turn on this shot, I'm like, wow, it just looks so festive, but yet not so,
Serenity.
Over the top.
Are you serene?
I'm gonna tell you, this tastes a whole lot better.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste anything like the other one. This is really
You
good.
changed the formula, changed the taste?
I cleaned up the taste.
It's funny because I shared this with somebody yesterday, and she says, it really looks like a frog. I said,
Well, it's
would
supposed
you
to.
like a CBD frog? And she said, it really looks like a frog because
You know what
it's not a joke.
I should have actually brought our gecko. We have a tree frog that we modeled the labeling and the
Yeah, let's talk
actual
about those
design.
Or you
also.
eat it, or you just modeled it.
No, it's a giant, great big. giant
A
stuffed
gecko.
animal tree frog. It looks exactly like on the package.
And Michael, this is
That's the CBD,
Is there CBD in
chocolate
these
covered.
also?
Yes.
Now you see this? Let me tell you something about this.
you mean this?
See
Oh,
what-
I
you see
brought
the way-
like
What,
you see the
this?
way that happens? Every time I take a bag of these out, that's what happens. I can't hold on to these. Talk about, I mean, do you have like a gift certificate, like a box that you put these in, like a
in
Christmas gift or
in
something?
January we're going to.
These are chocolate covered
Beans.
coffee beans with CBD.
Yeah.
But the amazing thing is that everybody loves these.
Each bean is roughly, give or take. I mean, obviously you can't get exact on the coffee bean, but maybe 10 milligrams each.
Which is like the bears.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. So you don't need a whole bag of them.
What, are
But
you
they're
supposed
good
to
in-
eat one at a
they're-
time or a whole bag?
Well,
Maybe just that little pouch.
yeah. I mean,
One at a
I
time.
would spread the pouch through the day like you would. Not you.
Say
You're
like a one
different.
potato
There's
chip
about-
in a day.
Well,
There's about 15 in here. So if
yeah,
they're
there is
each,
15.
So
There's
if
24 hours in a day.
they're each 10 milligrams. It's like the bears.
There was 60 seconds in a minute.
You're a math guy. Judy Herman, here you go. Here's his math skills. If there are 15 beans and each one is 10,
And each are going uphill at 3 miles an hour.
how
I
much
eat the
CBD?
whole-
How
I-
much CBD are you taking in a
I
bag
eat
for?
the whole bag in a minute. That's the way I do it. Because it's delicious. And if I don't eat these, I guarantee you I won't have them by the end of the day.
And it does not taste like chicken. These are absolutely delicious,
Tasting chicken.
right? That's what we talked about the
Tell me,
alligator
Rebecca.
last week.
Now the coffee that you have here, this is the brandy,
That's
Bourbon?
bourbon. That's Kentucky
brandy
bourbon.
bourbon, something with a
That's actually
Is this real bourbon?
Pappy's bourbon.
Pappy's bourbon. How much
Yeah.
bourbon does bourbon?
Bur-
does this
it-
have?
You can say bourbon.
How much bourbon does this have?
You're probably getting about 25 milligrams also in there.
I'm getting
And then
chest pain just thinking about what you're digesting right
That
now.
one, I believe, is 250 milligrams of CBD with 25 milligrams of bourbon. Now that is literally just made like 3 days ago.
Now this literally is gone, so it goes very quickly.
Oh yeah.
Now literally, you gave me something that I put in my tongue, and my tongue went numb. I mean, it's back
It is
now.
the most. Yeah. It's
What the hell was that?
It's the. Remember the powder I showed you, the nano
Yes.
powder I
Very
showed you guys.
expensive powder you talked
Yeah, right. Well, that bottle is the concentrate, the liquid concentrate of that same thing that I use in all of this stuff.
Hector, come on
And
out.
The dose I gave you was about 3,500 milligrams times 2, right? Just so you could you see
Well,
what's
I'm gonna
really
tell
going
you,
on.
I
You
was
gave him 3,500 milligrams
Times
times
two.
2. So he's got he did 7,000 milligrams.
by the end of the day, he should be like a rubber band.
He took 7,000 milligrams. A frog, which is 100 or 200, right? It's double strength.
Yeah, yeah.
The
my
coffee.
mother. Yeah, adding my numbers.
Look how yeah.
And they told me in school I should never be a mathematician.
You're very good at math. Let me tell you, when I got to studio today, I've been dragging. I'm very tired. It's been
You
a
should
long
be
week.
focused right now.
But right now, I'm zippity doo dah. Very ready to go.
And we got
Is that-
Chanel and Annie back with us. Dylan's on the board.
That's the beauty of the combinations of having all the different chemical constructs blended and fused together. I mean, the chocolates, the bourbon is a different idea, but
Chanel, you drink bourbon?
the coffee and the
You drink
CBDs.
coffee?
Yep.
So if I disguise this coffee as bourbon, you drink it?
I know they had me smell it. It smells so good.
You smell
Can I
it?
smell it?
Smell it?
Smelt.
No!
I won't try. I won't share it. I know you're like
You're
a
gonna
sharing
stick
thing.
your nose
You-
inside my cup.
Can you guys, if you get under that
Try it.
table,
Try it.
If
there's
you
pods
crawl under
that
the
have
table-
no,
This
co-
one?
I think I have a
yeah,
pod right
there's
here, Freddie.
pods that have no label
We
on
have one
them
right here.
because we just made them. Yeah, if you guys want
It's
to
all
go
right.
in
We
there
have one
and
right
make
here.
a couple
If you
more
guys want to make
for
some
'em,
for yourself.
or for them or us.
And what else is over there? You've got the bags. That's with the bourbon coffee.
I didn't bring the bourbon.
What is in the big
actually,
bag?
I gave you guys bourbon
Yes, I
coffee
have the beans.
as
and
a
I
gift.
am going to grind them up tonight.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be in love. Yeah.
Grind them up.
And we have a version of that that's going to be probably close to 80% stronger as well.
Okay, so I have to just ask you because it's a lot of CBD and a lot of extra strength. Is it necessary? Will people
No, it's
have a
not
reaction
necessary.
to it?
It's not-
Is it
it's not
beneficial?
Well,
Very necessary.
reactions are no.
Okay.
Yes, you'll have the beneficial benefits.
It is very
But
necessary.
could
all
it
of
be
it.
too much for somebody?
Well,
Yes.
there's too much, but your body will self-regulate when it comes to the cannabinoid system.
His body's going to
We
self-regulate?
discuss having too much. That's why we don't always like overdose something.
Yeah, you go to
It's
the-
unnecessary.
Go to the
but
toilet, you go to the
but
bathroom.
we
you
already
all
know
that.
human habit. We're observing it now. Is we want what we want. We're gluttons, and that's the way it is. But there's there's no danger in overdoing anything because the regulation in your body will just stop the absorption rate. So you're not going to
You
have a
cannot
problem.
overdose on
Absolutely
CBD.
not. No way.
You make
And
it
you
calm,
can't
you
even
make it
overdose
tired?
on THC. You can't. Your body
You
can't.
And CBD, you're not gonna get high.
Yeah, you're never.
You're not gonna get high. I love
It's
it
not
when-
even possible.
I love it at the station. There was somebody taking some CBD, and she's like, "Oh, I'm all this, I'm all that." That's impossible.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
they,
there's no
they're making
THC
that
in
up in their head. Yeah,
Now,
it's
do
not
any of
possible.
your products have THC?
No,
None.
no.
Not even the
Do
point.
you want any?
Well,
I'm only kidding.
yes. Okay, so the legal limit with the law and the new law that's passing, I believe, on the 15th, allows anything to be at least 0.3. Okay, because it's unless you're very scientifically inclined, you're not going to be able to get that much out of it.
And point 3 is,
0.3 is so negligible,
It's
your body
negligible.
can't even recognize
and
it.
the only reason they
I mean,
do,
it can,
the
but
only reason they
you will
do
never
that,
know
though,
it.
is because you can't separate all the THC from.
Well, yeah, I mean, the THC, when you're looking at lab reports, and not to get all technical, but THC doesn't technically exist. There's an acetone molecule to it, so
An
it's
acetone.
THCA.
I knew it had to do with the tone.
Do my nails.
Acetone.
I don't like your tone.
Now let me
But-
let me ask you a different question on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
CBD is being used in certain parts of the world
Mm-hmm.
for anti-inflammatory. Is being used for epilepsy. Is being used for different things. They're using it for dogs and cats.
Absolutely.
They have no
Horses.
THC.
at all,
Mm-hmm.
and horses.
Yeah.
And it seems to have an effect that's different for everybody. So if you have anxiety, if you have depression, right? Those are two different parts
Well,
of the
yeah,
spectrum.
everybody has an issue. We'll just say that.
Everybody.
And everybody has
You
a
got an issue.
different
Yeah, I know.
construct going on in their body, different reactions based on their, where they're at, their hormones, their age, their whatever. But the CBD gets into the system and actually regulates your system because the cannabinoid system itself is part of the regulatory function of the nervous system.
Right.
And once you're able to regulate and balance, then all the other situations that are overstimulating to create nervous situations or anxiety or whatever are going to
That makes a
begin
whole lot of
to I don't want to say depress, but self-depress
Well,
them.
you're gonna lower
issue.
your
Lo-
firing
lower it.
system.
Yeah,
I
you
kinda-
lower.
I
Yeah, you
kinda-
relax the firing. The nervous
I
system
kind
is
of dig
relaxed.
that explanation. That makes sense to me.
See, but you know what I find interesting? You're going to laugh at me again. It's the words again, right? We all have these endocannabinoid systems.
Mm-hmm.
And
Everything
we have
with the spine.
cannabidiol, or, right, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, that works within your endocannabinoid system. And then we have all the politics of what it is, saying you shouldn't do it, and the regulation. But our body has it. The product is named cannabidiol to go with our endocannabinoid system.
Yes.
And yet there's still all this question and these myths of you shouldn't do it.
Well, you have heard of propaganda.
And that's the whole thing that's,
It's
Listen,
you.
the funny thing is, at one time, beer, right, was a big deal,
Mm-hmm.
and you couldn't drink it.
Near beer.
Liquor,
Yeah.
right? What was that called when you couldn't drink
prohibition.
beer?
Prohibition.
They went to Canada and they brought it down the whole night, right? Everybody now, everybody drinks beer.
Yeah, of
I just
course.
read a report that says the more beer you drink, it's better for your system. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how that works, but okay.
Do you know what Susan told us?
It helps regulate enzyme activity in
That's
your
what
liver.
I was talking about.
Guinness-
Similar to different wines, red wines.
Right.
Yeah.
The resveratrols actually will balance out
That's
enzyme.
I
And-
would never
and-
go drinking with this.
And
guy.
Guinness is not vegan.
It's not
This is
vegan.
not vegan.
It's not vegan?
No, it's filtered through salmon bones.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
And you know the only
but I think-
What do you
liquor
take? The
I
salmon
can
bone
drink
skeleton? You go, oh, let's filter
because
the
I
juice
have to be
through it.
gluten free is vodka, rum, and tequila.
Well, that's a good start.
Hello, who doesn't want to do that? So you're
I
still
can't do tequila.
I can.
Not
I
me.
can watch people drink it.
you and I can we'll share some
You're
tequila.
scaring me.
Tequila, I'm gonna tell you, is very deadly. Annie, you don't drink tequila, right? Never drink
But
it.
it's got to be the
I'm
good
telling
stuff.
you. No, don't drink it no more. It's no good for you.
We're gonna make rum and tequila
Coffee?
Yes,
coffees as well. Absolutely.
Do you know why they put a worm in tequila? Because it makes you wormy, make you crazy.
They always say don't eat the worm.
No, you're supposed to eat the worm.
You sound like my mother.
It makes you hallucinate.
That's what she says.
Your mother's eye will get loose. One eye.
Have you ever eaten the worm in tequila?
I've eaten so many worms in my life.
Seriously?
Oh my
And none with tequila.
Hector, have you ever eaten the worm in a tequila bottle?
He's smiling, so
He probably doesn't hear us. Is the headphones on?
She had to ask her.
It wasn't an actual worm.
I knew he'd have an answer.
What was it, a frog?
He said it's not a worm, it's a grub.
you're
a
very
not a worm,
technically
it's a grub.
right.
Technically, you're right.
You're technically
But anything
correct.
inside alcohol that long can be anything it wants.
And yes, Troy, we're going to get you a heart as well. So no worries. I got to send Troy a heart and a bag of coffee.
Troy, we got you on the list, my friend. Relax. Now, did you get your mother the flowers? That's all I'm saying.
A grub, it's a grub. Like from,
The movie, the cartoon movie. I never
Lion
knew what
King.
a grub was.
I never either. I thought it was food.
They eat the roots of your grass.
But maybe that's where it comes from.
Yes,
In your
and
lawn.
those birds with the long beak come and they eat.
Yeah,
You know what they call food grub? Maybe that's where it comes from.
It does. It's the food that you eat.
it's yummy.
It's the
Right?
food that you eat. All right, so let's get now
They put
to,
it in McDonald's food.
Grub?
Earthobates is what it's called.
ladies and gentlemen, I did not say that.
No,
Hate mail
McDonald's
over
says
there,
it's on
all
their menu.
attorneys are,
No,
Annie,
it's-
I got to
it's-
ask you a
it's on their menu.
question. What happened with yesterday's poll as far as pajamas and lingerie?
I have an answer.
We took a poll yesterday
Yes.
Oh, what was
Because-
the results?
because Friday we're having
I didn't get a D
a,
in the
a
poll.
Christmas party, and one of our producers said, let's come in pajamas. So the question posed was, does lingerie count as pajamas? So,
Yes, but is it in public or in private? Because everybody got twisted.
and that was kind of the question, can you wear lingerie to a Christmas
So
party?
the question is lingerie in the privacy of your home considered pajamas?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
Oh, because someone said 'cause you don't keep them on long enough
Yeah,
to be
I said that
pajamas.
yesterday. I said you, lingerie
If a
doesn't stay long
man
enough
if
to
a
be on
man
pajamas.
wears lingerie, is it considered pajamas?
Are you,
Man
well,
wears
no,
lingerie, it's a whole
that-
nother story.
That's a different.
If a man wears lingerie,
All right, what's our
I don't
answer,
even know
Annie?
if I want to answer that question.
what was it?
You're
We
gonna.
have so far 6 yes and 8 no's.
So it's not.
That's for the Instagram.
Wow.
I tell my wife, don't bother. Don't bother to put it on.
Well, Friday we need everyone to come clothed for the party, so I would tell you to please bother and put something on when you come to the party.
Yes, I think that would be a very wise decision.
I don't understand how you get the interns to do a party and the first thing out of her mouth is, "Are we wearing pajamas?" It's not a sleepover.
It's a Christmas thing. When you wake up on Christmas morning, you wear pajamas.
Are you guys gonna have footies on? The whole like the
Is
whole
that a Christmas
zip up.
Yeah, my kids wear their, Christmas
Oh,
pajamas.
in the morning when you wake up with the kids.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna put on
Or
pajamas
like
from
a
the
shirt
Christmas
that says
story.
Santa from Elf.
Maybe
My
I'll
daughter
go
has
out
that
and
one.
get a shirt that says Santa or something.
Oh no, then you can wear an ugly sweater, one or the other.
One or the other.
I got so many ugly sweaters, but I don't want to show off my ugliness.
Me and my family do matching Christmas outfits now. It's
Do
like-
you?
like,
Put a mic.
You know, on
What?
hold on.
Down like you put the
On
the
Christmas
quad up.
Eve, how like we always say family parties, you get so dressed up to stand around the kitchen and eat. So we started to do on Christmas Eve instead. We just all get like matching Christmas outfits. Everyone, like the whole side, everyone gets the same
What is
thing.
matching Christmas out? You wearing
Basically-
the same clothes?
Yeah, like the
Really?
same like you get it at Walmart or something, Target, and they have the matching like top and bottoms. And you're in your pajamas, Christmas themed all night, and it's fun. So
That's
it's
very cute.
It's
That's
so
a good
funny.
idea, actually.
Yeah, because
You're
you get all
comfortable, you can
dressed
eat and
up,
eat and
yeah,
eat and expand.
and you're eating, especially
We go to Walmart the day after Christmas, because not Walmart. Where do we go? What's the one with the T?
Target.
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 I can't.
Target.
We went to Target the day after Christmas, and everything is 60, 70%
Yeah, everything's
off.
on sale.
So I went with Sarah and Linda, and we went through with a cart, and we picked up all the games. Every game known to man for like $30.
And what do you do with them?
Same
Play
for
them
next
at
year.
home. No, we play at home.
You have game night?
We have game night almost every night.
Yeah.
For Christmas? So we have to buy the ugliest hats in the store. So I had one of those Gomer Pyle thing with the ears, and she had this thing with antlers on it, and so we have to walk around all day in Christmas.
I want you to bring it. Wear it on Friday. I want
I
to see
got
you
it.
with
I'll
Gomer
bring it.
Pyle
I'll
and
bring it.
antlers.
I'll bring it. It's out.
Well, golly.
So I can understand.
Shazam.
I can understand where you're coming from.
It's comfortable and it's cute.
And your parents do this too?
Yeah,
Mom
it's
and
so
Dad?
funny.
So
Really?
if it
My
wasn't
aunts-
cute, then it wouldn't matter if it was comfortable.
Well, the concept is cute. I wouldn't say the outfits themselves
Okay.
are cute, but
It's just about spending time with your family, right? And doing
Yeah.
fun things.
Okay. Well, we got Casper this year, who has wrecked the tree. Big cat.
That's what happens.
That's what happened.
It's
All
been a long holiday season, is all I can say. And we're only in the middle of the month. We still have a couple more weeks to
How can
go.
you say it's been a long holiday season? We
Ever
just got
since
started.
ever since Halloween, November 1st it started,
agree.
right? It's been a really long holiday season. I'm just saying.
That's not good because some people don't know when this thing ends.
It's what, the CBD or the holiday season? Hanukkah?
Yeah. Dawn's Jewish. She didn't know when it started and ended.
I do know, but I want everyone to get the information for Flying for Hope. Also, Susan, Chanel's going to interview Susan. We're going to put her in the newsletter this month about Flying for Hope.
Thank you.
And let's get that information out. People, you should get your tickets by Friday. So how can people find it and register?
So that early bird special ends actually Saturday, which is the 15th, and the tickets for the gala are $175. But what you get with your ticket is awesome. You get cocktail hour, hors d'oeuvres, full sit-down dinner, dessert. You get open bar all night, dinner, dancing, silent live auction. It's just going to be great. And then tickets go up after Saturday, so it's good to get your tickets now and also for the golf. And you can get that at our website.
Hey, Dylan.
Yes.
Do you know how to do a roller?
Do I know how to do a walk?
What's a roller?
A roller on the bottom of the screen. What we're gonna do is you're gonna give me the information. You're gonna write it out. We're gonna put it on
Okay.
a roller, and we're just gonna roll it on the show on the bottom of the screen. Get your tickets now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get your tickets now, it's gonna be hell to pay.
And it's at PJ. Yeah, you're going to save $50 a ticket if you get them by Saturday.
Right,
You should get your tickets by Saturday. Make a nice Christmas gift.
It's a good idea, yes. But I want to also make some more noise because the event is going to be. Maybe we can intertwine this thing with the Panthers piece to raise funds and awareness. They're giving us use of the facility.
Yeah.
And parking is included this year. It's going to be a little bit different. And he says to me, the Panthers aren't having a good season. I said, I'm a Rangers fan, baby. It makes no difference to me. But I love the BB&T.
You know, it's about supporting the community. The Panthers are incredibly supportive to foundations
That's
and
great.
incredibly supportive to people and everyone in the community and about bringing everyone together. And they have never, ever said no.
No.
In all the years we've been working with them, they are always gracious and they say, when can you come? Let's meet, let's do it. Every single time.
And nobody does. I've never met anybody who does what you do. Which I said it the other day. It's remarkable.
Thank you so much. I love doing what I do. It's fun.
And you know everybody, and you include everybody. And I mean, we had people on the set. We had people singing, and you say, you know, I know somebody. She's like Junji. I know somebody. And you're giving out numbers, and you're making contacts, and the whole thing. One thing we didn't get is White Castle hamburgers, but we're going to take care of that soon. She's going to call us. If not, we're going to create our own. We're going to compete with White Castle. Called the Blue Castle.
A blue castle?
Yeah, something like that.
Just a castle.
Something castle.
Got to be meat. Susan can do something vegan. It may not be meat.
Vegan.
Yeah.
Murder burgers can't be vegan?
No.
I
murder
can
burger.
make I have a hamburger that I can make you that tastes just like a hamburger.
Are
Does
your
it taste
kids
like White Castle?
No.
Your kids are vegan too?
Yeah, our whole family is, including my mom.
Wow. Can you imagine being a vegan as a kid?
This hen is vegan. This hen is not vegan. And they fight all the time. Actually, I have tasted some vegan stuff that you've made and Chef has made. It's delicious.
Yeah,
There are a lot of options for vegan.
there is.
A lot.
Well,
Just
you
no
had a
Guinness
vegan
beer.
Thanksgiving, didn't you?
Except I had turkey and salmon. But everything else is vegan. We had the options for everybody else. You know what? Everyone felt a whole lot better. No one had a Thanksgiving stomachache the next day.
Right.
Which was really incredible. So you need to contact Susan Flying for Hope, flying4hope.com for your tickets. Get them before Saturday. They're $175, then they go up to $225. I know Michael is one of the sponsors for Flying for Hope. CBD, One Mean Bean, Coffee Bean Dreams, CBD hemp meds, all the same, but just different varieties. And when we come back in the next hour, I want to talk to you about the different delivery systems. It's what I was trying to talk about the other day, but I guess I wasn't clear. I was even talking to the kids. Some people can handle taking the tinctures. Some do better with the coffee. And it doesn't mean don't try them. I'd say try them all and see which one you feel. Freddie tries them all.
Freddie
and he does
does
great.
better with all of them.
There are
But
some
you
that I
know-
feel better with, and I think there are some that the kids feel better with, and I don't want people to say, I don't feel one with one, so I'm never going to try it again. There's
Right.
different delivery modalities and different strengths that I really think make a difference.
Absolutely.
well,
That's
now-
why we do it in so many
Different
genres.
forms.
Yeah, yeah. You
It's
have
funny
to.
because I'm feeling it now.
Even I'm feeling it for me right now. I'm getting
No,
a
I'm
little
feeling
woo.
it. It's sort of, it
Chill.
starts like, yeah, it chills you out. I could like, somebody give me some sunglasses and I'm done. But you can feel it actually. That's why he was wearing sunglasses.
Why do you think I always
I
have
bet
them?
you have. But the bottom line is you can actually feel when the wave becomes and then you're like
Chill.
copacetic. So I may not be.
But there are different modalities to take, and I would say you can be like Freddie and start large, but he didn't. Freddie's been using product for about a year.
Yes.
So you didn't just jump into all of this in one time today. You started slowly, and you've built up to
I
it
never started slow.
with that other company.
I never started
Yeah, I
slowly.
know, you took a
Now
whole-
tell me take 3 drops. I said I can't count the 3. A whole drop.
But I would tell everyone, just come on down. We have samples that come on down, try them out, see which one you like the best. Start with that, and then go with that and keep growing it and trying different things, because everyone's body, which is why Michael makes all the different products, responds differently. And in our next hour, I want to talk about the carrier oils, because you
Sure.
use different oils because people's body, if your body is allergic to a certain oil, you're not going to get the benefits of the CBD.
Correct.
Right.
Absolutely.
And that's something that no one ever talks about. So stay
Well,
tuned. We're going to
yeah.
be back in 2 and 2, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM.
That would be 4.
We're going Football Foundation style, Buckeyes, and I'm a Cane. So you know what, guys? This is a little bit different. Ohio State and the Canes.
Wasn't the greatest
Go Bucks.
game?
It was great for
Between
Ohio
Ohio
State. It was
State
really bad for UM.
And no, Ohio State and Miami in the
Overtime.
down in Miami.
yeah.
Yeah,
And Ohio State won.
And
Of course.
it was
And
overtime.
it was a bad call.
It was bad.
The call was wrong. And even to today, the refs admitted they blew the call and Ohio State won.
Yep.
I saw that on TV the other day. I
It
could
was-
not believe it. I said, what the hell?
Yep. I remember watching
Horrible
that game.
call.
Horrible game. A lot of
No,
craziness.
no, it was a great game.
But it lives down
Ohio
in
State-
history.
Ohio State was a good team that year. So was Miami.
It was
but-
all based, yeah.
But Ohio State, even this year,
3
I
overtimes?
can't believe that they didn't qualify because of one stupid loss.
All right, let's plug in the Comrex. We'll be back in a few.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. You know, I get so tired of saying that.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Why didn't you do it?
Because that's your trademark. That's your brand.
I have a
image.
trademark.
That's-
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. I'm your host, Freddie Santori.
And I'm Dawn Graubert. We're located at 1440 North Federal Highway at the beautiful heart of Delray Gallery. Come on in. We're at Studio A, straight back through the front doors. The Brooklyn Cafe is a show and a platform, as I say, to give women their voice to be heard, because no woman should ever feel she has nothing to say.
Every day is another adventure. It's like reading a book. Every time you open it, the pages all change, and you get to come and explore different things with different people. I have fun with the interns. I have fun with the producers. I have fun with the executive producers, the sponsors. I learn something new almost every day, but we do it under an environment that's fun. It's giving. We give back.
We promote local restaurants, small business, localpreneurs, women in business.
We give people a voice that don't have one. Somebody who has a small business. We give them an opportunity to come in here and shine and show what they can do. Sometimes it isn't the one individual doing a deal. Sometimes it is a combination of how that person fits into a larger scale, and it does really, really well.
The people we meet, the shows and the stories that come across our table, and how everything always magically works together. You never know how the shows are going to come together, because I book guests and Freddie books guests and our producers book guests, and they all come forward, and somehow magically in this amazing place it comes together.
I come to work, I don't know who's on the set. I sit down and I speak to people that I've never met before. I don't know who's who, I don't know names, but I come to work every day, I have fun.
Here every day from 12 to 2, you can find us on air, always live streaming all over social media, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and as always, give us a call, 888-565-1470.
And if not, you can check us out in Atlanta, New York, and Boston Cable TV. We're all
Goes unheard, and you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen. It's It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power. A platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions. A voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800. Welcome to the Probiotic Protection Zone. The Airbiotic system distributes millions of safe and all-natural environmental probiotics into the air and on surfaces using the latest ultrasonic and nanotechnology. Airbiotics is a movement to save us and the future generations from antibiotic-resistant superbugs. Reduce your risk of allergies, skin infection, colds, and flu. Get rid of deep-seated odors and enter into a protective shield of Airbiotics. Order your Airbiotics personal or environmental system today at airbioticszone.com. AIRBIOTIXZONE.com. Good for use in nursing homes, schools, travel, or daily use. Order yours today. airbioticszone.com.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, and welcome. Boy, I feel like Bob Costas is in the house.
How do you like that?
Unbelievable. We got the whole crew coming in here today. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Part 2.
Part 2. Part 3, we have Millennial Show. Then we had our 12 o'clock hour, 12:20 hour.
We have all sorts of stuff in the back. I got to fix that machine.
Sports Day at the Brooklyn Cafe.
That's right. I want to say hello to Jody and Bob and Duff at the station. Of course, Mr. Joe.
Mr. Joe.
Mr. Joe.
It's a wonderful Wednesday, everyone. What a day already.
I know. Today's been a day full of sports. We dealt with the Florida Panthers today. Now we got the Miami Dolphins. We got Icky calling in a little bit.
Oh.
And of course we have, now you played against Icky, didn't you? Icky Woods?
I'm trying to think if it might have been
After?
maybe.
What year?
I was there to '89. I don't know.
Yeah,
when.
he came in '92. I think.
Yeah, he
Yes,
came in
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
an
that
old
would've been
guy.
interesting.
He's younger.
He's a little younger.
It would have been interesting. You hit the crap out of him like you did all of my Jets and everything else.
You know, it's funny because we don't often talk sports.
Yes.
And my husband is a huge Miami Dolphins fan. And of course, he doesn't listen to our show, except he happened to coincidentally listen yesterday, and he heard about Freddie in the Dolphin game. You heard that you were coming on, and then I got a whole thing, and then I said, I got to pick a song. He goes, I don't like that one. You pick this song. And that song, I go, no, I'm sticking with the one I know, because if I know it, then everyone's going to know we're talking football at the cafe today.
That's what it's all about.
Oh, give us a call. Join our conversation. We're not only talking football, we're talking foundations. We've got the Buckeye Challenge and coming from a hurricane over here. It's okay. It's all about playing nice in the sandbox and giving back to foundations. 888-565-1470. You can find us on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and all over social media. The kids are working hard. We've got Instagram up, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Periscope. I don't know where we are, but we're everywhere.
That's pretty close.
And we've got some exciting news we're going to announce.
Yes, you want to do that?
Me or you?
No, you can
In
do
your
it.
Condor shirt?
No, you can do
Oh,
it.
this
My
morning?
God. I was a little cold.
I did have a Buckeye jersey I could have brought in for you.
I thought you were doing that.
I never knew there was really a thing called a Buckeye, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is why this is. It's
Buckeye tree.
It's a tree. So this is why us Buckeyes wear this on football every Saturday. You know,
good
and then
luck.
The
that's,
poisonous nut.
that's right.
We won't go there.
Don't need it. Just wear it.
That's correct.
But I never knew there was such a thing as a Buckeye. You know, it's always about what the word recognition. I know what the ibis is for you. I never knew a Buckeye was a nut, a poisonous nut for that matter.
I know.
But we've got the Buckeye Challenge, and we get to do our interview with eating your Buckeye, Susan. So
Yeah.
that's going to be fun. Everyone can partake in that. So come on down and join our fun.
Now, do you want to go over the rules to the Buckeye Challenge?
The rules that we haven't created, yes. 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. That's like a game. We make rules as we go along. What are the rules?
You have to put 2 Buckeyes, one in each side of your mouth.
I don't know if I can
You
fit
have
2
to
in my
chew
mouth.
it, and you got to answer the question. And the funny thing is, that the person asking the question, you can't put the Buckeye in your mouth. Otherwise, I guarantee you.
Well, how are you going to do it?
I'm going to watch everybody eat it and ask the question.
No, you have to do it at the same time. It has to be the same. You have to do
It's
it
impossible.
and ask the
Nobody's going to
question.
understand a word.
gotta
Oh, is that?
You got to do the same thing.
Okay. All right.
But I'm
And
very excited also that we met with the Florida Panthers today, and they were gracious enough to say, let's put together Brooklyn Cafe game day or game night. We're going to pick a game, and we're going to bring all the foundations we work with us. And on the ticket sales, a portion of each ticket will go back to one of the foundations that we're working with. So Flying4Hope, maybe Icky's foundation, one that you're working with, Bob. Whatever it is, maybe we work with the Alzheimer's. We're going to bring an umbrella of so many foundations that have come forward on our show. Sparkle of Life, there's so many that we work with. The Rosie Foundation. And you know what? It's all about giving back to the community. And if you can bring one, why not bring 5 or 10 foundations, right? And put it all together and do a whole big event, do a show upstairs.
Can we play a football game on the ice?
Football.
On the ice.
You know, I found a Nerf ball at the Dollar Tree.
I know. We can play on the ice. Ask the Panthers. They said whatever you want, right?
They were so nice.
We play a 10-minute game on the ice.
They were so nice. So we're going to work on choosing a day, either a day game or a night game. Parking will be included. There will be all ticket prices from the $19 level all the way up. So you can go to the Lexus Lounge. We're going to find a price point, and maybe we can somehow coordinate it with your Flying4Hope event.
Sure.
In February, Freddie wants to do a couple of them.
My son is calling me. Not now.
You know, they always
That's
call
because
when
you're
we
on
talk
air.
about the Panthers or football because they always want to go.
Everybody, I had a bet this weekend. I said, bet the Dolphins. They're going to beat the Patriots. And of course, all the money was on the Patriots, right? There's 7 seconds to go in the game. Everybody wanted to shut it off and go home. I'm one of those guys that stays for about 15 minutes after the game is over because I sort of want to go through it in my head. And the hook and ladder works. Now, you've been in professional sports and playing this game forever. Have you ever seen the hook and ladder work?
83, when I was on the Dolphins, we played the San Diego Chargers in a playoff game, and we did it. It was passed to Duriel Harris. He lateraled to Tony Nathan, and it was right before halftime, and it worked.
And it worked.
But we lost that game in overtime, and the next week San Diego had to go up to Cincinnati and play in minus 14-degree weather.
Wow.
Good for them.
So yeah.
That's why I like living in Florida now.
That's what they call cold.
It's freezing. Now let me ask you, because he's gonna call it. If you're from Miami playing a football game and you go to the Ice Bowl or whatever, does it really affect the warm weather team more than the regular team that's playing there all the time?
I think it's both ways. You know, even when they come down here,
It gets hot.
I'll tell you 2 good stories. Well, you know, when we go up there, say Buffalo, and it's cold and everything, at halftime, as long as you're moving around and you're keeping your toes and your fingers warm and everything, it's okay because But then at halftime, you don't have time to take your jersey and your shoulder pads off to change shirts because you're sweating, and usually you like to change your undershirt. But once you go back out, and then it's cold, it's hard to get back to be warm again. Sure. But when they come down here, a great example is we played the Cleveland Browns in a playoff game. I can't remember when, but they were kicking our butts 21-3 at halftime, and they had their brown jerseys on. We were playing in the Orange Bowl, and it was 85 degrees or something like that. And second half, their big linemen, they died, and we kicked their butts and beat them 24-21.
So it does. It works both ways. You got to figure, how cold were you today, right?
That's freezing.
And you're from New York. Your body temperature
Well,
gets used to it.
Chicago, you should go to Chicago in winter.
But imagine, right? Your body
Chicago,
temperature gets used to it.
I went to Chicago one time. I ran out. It was like unbelievable.
When your dog starts sticking to the snow, it's time to move. That's why we're here.
When your dog, I think it's probably worse so when the other teams come here in the heat, because the heat in Florida, when football season starts,
and there he is
the work, right? You can maybe get warmer if you go up north. You can, right? You have the undershirt or two. You change it, but when it's hot here, it's oppressive. It's not only hot; it's humid.
Yeah, it drains you. It drains your energy. And the guys cramp up, especially from up the north. They cramp up because they don't drink enough fluids.
And they don't feel a little the benefit. Look who's here.
That's my son Freddie. Do you know Icky Woods and do you know Bob from the Miami Dolphins?
I'm a Jets fan.
He wasn't born when I was even playing. So.
That's true.
What was your last year? 89?
89, yeah.
Yeah, he was born in 92. I was born and watched you guys beat up my Jets a lot. The Killer Bees were on.
We had some good games back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about the Killer Bees. Susan came in and she was so excited to have you come on. The Killer Bees, there were how many of you at the time?
There were 8 of us at one time. Start with me. Myself, and then Doug Betters played defensive line end. Then Bumhauer played middle guard, and then Kim Camper, then Charlie Bowser. Then we had Mark Brown as a middle linebacker, then the 2 Blackwood brothers and the safeties.
Blackwood brothers were really good.
They were
good.
Fun guys.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, Bo Camper, I'll never forget him.
Yeah.
And now they're all in the restaurant business.
All of them.
And then you got Bruce rooms. Yeah, my husband, when he gave me his email, and I told my husband, I was like, hey, look at this email. This is a very interesting email. And he goes, Susan, do you even know what that means? Yeah. He's like, no, he's number 59, and he was part of the defensive, the lineman. He's a lineman. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. You know what I mean? So now it all came together. So.
And Coach Schuler was the coach on that team, yeah?
Yes.
I ate a Schuler burger. I went to Frank's Theater, and he has a restaurant.
He does right over there. One of the greatest coaches. Nicest man.
You think so? Mm-hmm. He's one of the greatest? Mm-hmm. You like him?
I do.
I can see Chuck had talked to you, because you don't know him.
Actually, he didn't. But people really, you go old school, right? Things, and I don't know coaches now, but you go old school and respect. That's what you always say.
It is. Yeah. I think Bill Belichick is the best I've ever seen, but you had Landry, you had Shula. These guys are icons, and they made the game today.
That's what, right? It was respect. The coaches respected each other. Players respected each other. And that's what it's different than it is now.
Game.
It's totally different.
Different game.
Mm-hmm. Totally. You're about the respect, and totally different with the different game between now and then.
Yeah. Marino was unbelievable, and you had Zonka. You had some guys that were.
We had a lot of fun. When you win, you have a lot of fun.
And it's funny. Even when you lose, it's a lot of fun. But it's funny because it is. I'm a Jets fan. I've been suffering since '69. But the bottom line is that when you know the players from a team, and we used to hate the Dolphins, right? Squish the fish and everything else. But you got to tip your hat, because good is good. There's a lot of talk about Brady and the Patriots. They just won the 10th title, or they lost because they haven't won it yet. You got to respect them because they are that good. Not everybody can be that bad. They are just that good.
And the game has changed, though.
It has. It's gotten faster. Hey, let me ask you, has the game in your eyes gotten bigger, faster, more powerful? Concussion?
Sure, the guys are bigger, faster than when we were. And I think we were smarter and prettier, but we had a lot of fun anyway. But now it's definitely changed. It seems like there's a lot of you know, they're spreading everybody out on offense, and they're making the game an offensive game.
Yeah.
You can't touch defense can't touch the offensive guys, and you can't touch a quarterback. You can't touch the receivers except within the 5-yard thing. And they're just trying to make it for the fans to have a lot of points scored, and because nobody, you know, people don't come to watch a 0-0 or a 3-0 game. You know, they want to watch 40 to 50, 50 points scored.
Well, it's amazing because on defense, you can't put your weight on the quarterback. I think that's called the Roger rule because they broke a rib or something on Rodgers when the guy put his 400 pounds on him. So when you fall, they're teaching the linemen now to hold up their weight. And the ref is looking to see if he's holding himself up. Because if you pounce on this guy, it's a personal foul. It's ridiculous. The game has changed so much.
It's changed.
Right?
Freddie, you played football, right?
Yeah,
Played a little bit.
I played a little bit. I got hit a lot.
My son did too. My son had a concussion in high school. Never let your kid play football for Spanish River High School in Palm Beach County when you play against Pahokee and Belglade. I'm just saying the matchups were just totally unfair what they did in Palm Beach County. I don't know about Broward County.
Well, you ask Ohio State. Who you guys played.
This was high school though. You know what? They've got the Boca
You know,
High
you see
Schools
the size
playing.
of the players in Ohio State
It's
and
crazy.
Georgia.
Yeah,
You should
that's
see
huge.
some of
And
our high school
Alabama?
boys.
Yeah, high school.
High school, there's when my kids played there, 300-pound linemen.
Yeah.
What
You
is
know,
that?
Crazy.
Our biggest guy might have been 225 pounds.
And the good schools get the best players because you want to win. Alabama always, those guys
Corn
get
fed
bigger
and
and
bred.
bigger. That's why I love to watch Alabama play Ohio State because it's in Georgia because it's big to big, mano a mano. But Ohio State goes in there, they're looking down on these kids. I feel bad for them. And
Some of
you
these
can't
kids are
wear
so
them
big.
down because the guy in the second string is just as big.
You're gonna let Rowan play?
No.
Why?
He could be a quarterback.
We gotta give him a mic.
I don't get that. I've been coaching for over 20 years. I don't understand it. You've been with me since you were 6 playing the game. You walked away from it without a concussion. I
I
don't
had
know.
5 concussions.
You had 5 concussions.
That must have been in college because I don't remember you getting 5
I
concussions.
had 2 in high school, 3
He
in
doesn't have a mic.
He had 2 in high school.
He doesn't have a mic.
I understand. I heard it.
No one can. You
Let's
heard him, but
keep
nobody
going.
else can hear him.
Yeah,
Actually, I
nothing.
had one before high school.
Playing football?
Yeah.
I think you were playing baseball. You don't remember.
I've had 5, though. 5 that are recorded.
But the concussions. I know, right? Tell him, Rowan. We have a call. We have Icky on the phone, Joe?
Icky's on the phone?
56514.
We do.
Icky. You wanna
Icky's
make
on the
intro?
phone.
You want to make it?
Ooh.
It's because the mic, I think, is next to the speaker. You want to make the introduction, Susan?
Icky, are you there?
Yeah.
Icky?
He's there.
Yeah, I can hear him.
I can hear. You wanna ride the board? You know how to do that?
We had
How are you, Icky?
Doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. We actually have some Buckeyes, and someone's gonna have to do the Icky Wood Shuffle, and you're also gonna have to teach us at our golf outing and gala at PJ National in February. So that should be very interesting to see you do that for everybody.
So, Icky, you'll be here for her event in February?
Yeah.
And how do you know him, Susan?
So I was on the Steve Harvey show a couple times for Flying for Hope, and one of my friends works for Fox News Sports, and he invited me to come down because Icky was talking about his foundation, the Javante Woods Foundation, and I came down and to learn more about him and just became friends with him, and then I met, I think Yancey was there, Yancey Thigpen from the Steelers, as well as Ernie Mills. I don't remember the other players that were there, but I met him and we just became good friends and found out we're both from Ohio. He's from Mason, Ohio, and then when I learned about his charity, I just wanted to see if I could help too. My charity help his charity because he's, asthma is a very serious thing. All my kids have exercise-induced asthma, so we just really clicked.
No, it's funny. My son has reactive airway disease, and he played football. He's had a few concussions. The last one he got was just playing basketball in a pickup game at the Miami Heat Arena last year. Like not even a scheduled anything, and it knocked him out of his second semester law school last year. It's just crazy what's going on. Let's go to commercial break.
Okay.
When we come back, we're going to talk more about football, foundations, have our Buckeye Challenge. Icky, if you had one of Susan's Buckeyes, we'd put you on this challenge also. Stay tuned.
win.
He'd win. We're going to be right back.
Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
I got a guy. You need a guy? I got a guy. With VCard Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. VCard is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. VCard fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. VCard is a powerful networking tool that virtually promotes sharing and builds referrals for your business. VCard Global, the virtual business card. Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at jeng.vcardinfo.com, the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy, jeng.vcardinfo.com.
Are you a warrior soul? Are you looking for spiritual healing? Are you looking for protection against negativity? Warrior Soul crystals represent confidence, brings you a sense of wholeness and balance. Mala necklaces consist of 108 beads carved from natural and semi-precious stones. Mala can be used to center your meditation, strengthen your yoga practice, or accent your everyday beauty. Visit warriorsoulco.com. or call 561-307-9049 to purchase your bracelet or necklace today. Discover your purpose.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we're back. We're restarting the computer. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You can find us on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. And if you are not local, you can find us on your iHeartRadio app and also all over social media. We've got our little, I hear
Icky,
crying
Icky
in the
has-
back.
Icky
Icky, I
has-
think I hear a baby in the back because it's
Icky,
not
are you
coming from
babysitting?
Rowan.
Yeah, that's my grandbaby. Sorry
Your
about
baby's-
that.
It's grandbaby.
I wanted to ask Icky,
Yeah,
Icky,
I'm
who
on
was?
pawpaw duty right now.
I got you. Who was the hardest team that you played against?
I think that had to be the Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the hardest hitting teams that I played against. We played them twice a year. Houston Oilers wasn't too bad. All the teams in our divisions had some hard hitters. Cleveland Browns at that time. It was a rough division, so they had hard hitters, but it was you gotta love the game to play it. I'll tell you that.
And tell us about your foundation that you're working with, that you've created, I should say.
My foundation is called the Javante Woods Foundation, and it's spelled JOVANTE, Woods Foundation.org. I lost my middle son to asthma 8 years ago, and so I started a foundation in his name, and I go around the country raising money for asthma research and asthma education, educating them people on how serious and severe asthma really is, because before it took my son away from me, I didn't know asthma could kill, and once it took him away, I started doing some research, and come to find out asthma is the fastest growing disease in America, but it's the least amount of money. If not spent on finding a cure, finding a better way to treat it, and real alarming statistic is 11 people a day die from asthma, and so we wanted to do something to breathe.
You're right, because I don't think people realize how severe it can be. And when you go into, you said your kids have exercise-induced. I know
asthma.
my son has reactive airway asthma, but you never realize the severity of what it is. And you've now started this foundation for your son, and it's called the Javante Woods Foundation. Is that how you got involved with Icky again, or through this the first time?
Yeah, and then last year when I had my gala in Chicago, I could not make it, so I had one of my representatives from Flying for Hope go to his golf outing called Fairways for Airways, and it was in Mason, Ohio. Is that correct? It was in Mason, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes, Mason, Ohio, yeah.
yeah, so I sent some of my board members to go play in the tournament, and then that's how I got involved too with, you know, Pete Johnson, and Icky's really good friends with Pete Johnson, who played for Ohio State, and Archie and all those guys, and, you know, just you can't help loving another Buckeye, but, you know, Icky just, you know, we just hit it off really well, and he believes in my charity, and I believe in his charity, and just like with Bob, you know, he started, I didn't even know that he owned all these restaurants, and I walk in at Ohio State, and they're like, hey, Johnno, and it just made me feel very welcome. And then when I did more research about Bob, and how he has Brews Buddies, and has all these wonderful restaurants all over the place, I didn't even know that. So I thought, what a great opportunity for him to talk about brews rooms and the people that he helps with his Brews Buddies, and talking to Icky so we can all help each other.
Yeah, tell us about Brews Buddies.
Well, I've been in the restaurant for business for almost 30 years now. It'll be next August will be 30 years. And then we started a charity called Brews Buddies, and that most of the money goes to for scholarships, you know, like FAU. We give a lot of money to FAU for scholarships, and then for anything, high schools or anything to do with kids. That's what I mainly just concentrate on. So, but you know, we've been doing it, and just at one time he did give it to SOS Children's Village, but then I just been changing from one place to another.
It's always about supporting the kids, right? Because as adults, you think we know what we should know by the time we're adults, but as kids, we always say kids only know what we teach them and what they learn. They come into this world a clean slate. Look at this beautiful baby over here, right? You either let him play football, you teach him, you hope and pray that they're going to be healthy, and it's giving back. It's raising funds and awareness. And Icky, with the Javante Woods, how are you raising awareness? What can we do to spread the word for your foundation?
Just get the word out and have people go to the foundation and check out our website, see some of the great things that we're doing. Not only in Ohio, we're trying to do it all over the country. So we want to be the face of asthma. I want my son's foundation to be like the Jimmy V Foundation is the cancer. I want, when people think of asthma, I want them to think of that Javante J, and we want to get out there and save some lives.
And what are some of the new research that they're doing with asthma, and what's happening with, it's been a long time since my kids have been little.
Yeah, they're doing some great things. It's we get out and we raise the money, and we donate the money to Children's Asthma Research Division, and they get out there and get the research in and get some great things going. They're working on some new, hopefully some new medication that will help kids with, not only kids, just anybody with asthma. So hopefully we can, if not find a cure, just find a better way to treat it. I think that's our ultimate goal, is to find a better way to treat asthma, because we're still losing 11 people a day to asthma. It's just not good.
It's interesting. You even find adults later in age, elderly, are developing asthma, or things that they used to be able to walk around and not think much about is now being diagnosed as asthma. And again, they don't realize the severity of what it is, especially if you've got heart disease and asthma at the same time. And sometimes some of those symptoms go misdiagnosed, and it's very dangerous, and people don't realize the severity of asthma. It's a word we throw around a lot that we shouldn't just throw around. You have to really look at what it is.
Realize how serious it is.
It's funny because when I was coaching, one of the problems coaching kids is asthma, and you have to know that they need their pump and this and that. What do you do when the kid has an asthma attack in the field? Because cold weather used to trigger my asthma, and that's how I learned. They actually rushed me to the hospital because I couldn't breathe. The temperature had dropped like it is today. And I couldn't breathe.
Dropped. It's 72 degrees, Freddie.
Well, in New York it was 30. It was 20. I mean, it dropped really, really.
Like it dropped. It's a little chilly.
It was a little chilly, and they rushed me to the emergency room because nobody knew what to do, and all I needed was my pump, and nobody knew that. And when I got to the hospital, they took care of me. But you can, I mean, I will tell you, you can lose a family member if you don't know what it is to do.
So for more information, Icky, how can they contact the Icky Woods Foundation? The Javante Woods Foundation, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they can go online and Javante is spelled Jovante, woodsfoundation.org is the website, and the number is 859 Javante. So it's 859 JOVANTE is the foundation number. So
And he's going to be here with you, Susan?
Yeah, Icky's coming in with his.
Go to the website and give us a call.
Yeah, and Javon, what I'll do too, Icky, is I will call my web guy today, and I'll have him put all your information as well on my website today. And then when you get down here, if you can get down here a couple days early, we can raise awareness and come out. You can meet Bob and go to any of his several locations of his restaurants for brews rooms, which I think you'll feel very welcome. A lot of Ohio, right, Bob?
Yes, yes.
How many restaurants do you have, Bob?
8.
8. Wow.
And
I didn't realize
Bruce
there were
Room is
so
the
many.
best. It's the best. We discovered Bruce Room one day on Atlantic. Everything was packed, and it's right out by the train
I know.
tracks. And we went in that direction, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's big. There's TVs everywhere, and the people that work on this one were the best. And we walked in there. You had like these different types of packages. You can get chicken with ribs, and I told them, let's just do it. Let's just cheat today and let's go. My God, it was delicious. And so we started going every weekend.
You got to do it. You gonna have the Buckeyes there?
The Buckeyes, where?
Buckeyes at the Brews Room.
Well, I don't know. I know that they already do that at Boynton
But
Beach. Some lady does.
I got a question. What was the story behind you meeting Bob and the Buckeyes? How did what happened?
Well, I just physically walked into the Boynton Beach location last Friday.
Right.
My whole Ohio State outfit on, and I met this really nice manager named Gregory. I first asked if Bob was there, and he's like, well, he's not here. And I didn't even realize that. I just knew that he played for Ohio State, but I had no idea that he played. I apologize. I did not even know that he played for the Miami Dolphins. When I told my brother Michael, because he wants to watch the show afterwards, my brother is a huge Dolphins fan.
But you knew he played for Ohio State, which
Correct.
is even more unbelievable.
Absolutely. So, and I love Buckeye football. I mean, people just don't understand a Buckeye fan. They just will not understand. I can't explain it, but like we will be up at 4 a.m, tailgating. I mean, just it'll happen all weekend. I mean, it's just even winning the Michigan game was the most exhilarating thing.
Yeah, beating up on
Because
Michigan.
everyone just gives me so much crap when I live here, because it's
Oh, I knew
it's
it.
Big Ten football.
Yeah.
So I walked into Brew's room and I was welcomed right away, and I was explaining about how I would love to introduce Bob to you guys and the Brooklyn Cafe, and maybe do a show on.
We would love to do a show
at his restaurants, and I also wanted to tell him about my foundation to let him know that how we pay for people's flights, bus, or train tickets to get them to where they need to go, and I serve the entire country, and I do it pro bono. So that's why I work full time doing the real estate and the vegan catering. So anytime I sell or buy a house, I can give some of my money to my charity.
Gotcha. So you got this whole thing. You got this gentleman here, which I bet.
But
$10
the
you
amazing
couldn't
thing
do.
is, you went into one of the restaurants, you spoke to the manager, and then you get Bob to come forward.
Yeah, Bob.
Who
called
does
me.
that?
You
And the
gotta
fact
talk
that you
to
actually
people.
called her back is amazing.
It's unheard of in the business. Unheard of. I bet $10 that you were not going to be sitting. He says, he says I'll be there, but something's going to come up.
Well,
Because
Gregory was
people
so
don't
nice.
do
He
this.
was talking nothing but accolades about himself. He's very involved in his community, cares about his community.
I can see that, yeah.
And that just speaks volumes to people. That's like the same thing with Icky. I mean, Icky didn't have to call into the show today.
Absolutely not.
Icky doesn't have to come to my golf outing or to my gala, but he's coming because he believes in what I'm doing, and I believe in what he's doing, and we all should help each other.
Absolutely.
Yep, exactly.
And we're going to put something together with the Panthers, and we're talking to Susan.
And let's talk to Icky about that also. Icky, we're going to put together Florida Panthers game day or night, whatever.
You should come down for that.
And we'd like to really feature a lot of the foundations that we're honored to work with right here in the cafe. So perhaps maybe you can come down and highlight the Javante Woods Foundation, Flying4Hope, Bruise Buddies, whatever it is that we want to highlight, I think would be amazing, right? The more the better.
Yeah, they're giving us a room that holds 500 people, and they can bring in as many VIP sponsors, and then one can work with another because, you know, numbers are strength. When I met you, I had just found out that I was going to go to Puerto Rico, and you were nice enough to name that the whole venue that you put together for
I
my mother. That was
dedicated my
touching.
networking event to your mother because his mother passed away in Puerto Rico during the hurricane, and we flew out several families out of Puerto Rico when the hurricane hit. Flying4Hope did. So, and I didn't even realize that, you know, when I learned about your mom passing away, I felt so bad, and I just was. But now, she's your guardian angel, and she's affecting everything that is around you. So.
Which is amazing. Ever since I met you, I got to meet this crazy guy next to you as well. And the amazing thing is that in belief, good things happen. You know, Icky Woods and my son never comes except
The second time in a week.
Yes, because he found out there were going to be football players.
You should do signatures. You know, we should do that. We should get assigned something for the cafe.
We talked about that.
I must have missed
But
that
before-
memo.
Listen, there's a lot of things. People are sending me all sorts of questions. They want to know about your menu. Did you put your menu together?
And we just put a brand new menu out. My original partner was from Buffalo, and him and his family were the first to bring buffalo wings to South Florida. So we're known for our wings. And our ribs, but we have anything from, you know, appetizers, salads, soups, you know, entrees, you know.
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
Wings.
The wings.
The wings.
Susan, you should let them try yours.
Yeah, I make a cauliflower wild wing, but it's delicious. It's they've had it before.
It can be the vegan option to the buffalo wings.
Now listen, don't touch the wings.
Well, this way you have another option.
Just saying.
I know, the wings are amazing.
Unbelievable. And they make them in different ways and everything else.
The French fries?
Yeah.
I'm a big French fry person. Just
We have what we call buffalo chip or buff chip, and it's a fresh. We take a fresh potato and we cut it and make it look like a ribbon fries, and those are very good. So.
amazing. We were talking on the last hour before you all got here about the Ohio State University of Miami game. I think I'm the only Cane in the room, which is rare. But I just have to shout out to all my fellow Hurricanes. I'm in a room full of Ohio State Buckeyes. But that was a game.
How much did Chuck pay you to say this?
You know what? I don't remember. I don't remember any football games except that game.
You take a book and you sit there to the last 2 minutes of the game, and then you put the book down.
No, that game, we were with our kids in Disney World.
Oh, you weren't at the game?
No. And I remember watching it at the Ale House, but it was an ale house in Orlando. And everyone was screaming. It was unbelievable, that third overtime, right? You talked about?
I didn't sleep until like 5 in the morning. That was an amazing game.
You're a diehard.
You're talking about the national championship game?
Yeah.
Where they're, I was at that game, and the Miami fans, they're still crying.
They're still complaining. I'm telling you, that game will go down in history. Probably a lot of national games do too. I don't know that, but I can tell you that one did.
It's funny because I used to tell my son, I got to coach him to a championship game here in Florida, which he didn't say, and I said it doesn't matter if you win or lose, you're playing this game. You're here. You know how many other people would kill just to be here?
Right.
They fortunately did win that game in overtime thriller. My son was the quarterback. He threw the touchdown on this thing. But, I mean, you got to play with some remarkable players. Iggy got to play with some remarkable players. I mean, this goes down, you tell your grandkids and your kids' kids and their kids and everything else. It's just an icon type of deal. And that game was fantastic.
It was a great draw. Exactly. It was an amazing game. Icky, before we go to commercial break, how can people find you and the foundation again?
Well, just go to the Jovante, and that's spelled Jovante, woodsfoundation.org, or you can give us a call at 859 Jovante, Jovante.
And hopefully we'll get to meet you in person when you come down for Susan's fundraiser in February. He'll be here.
Yep, it's Valentine's Day weekend.
Got a lot going on. If you want to stay on the line, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with our football foundations, Buckeyes, and any other questions. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422. What is Debersize? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debersize. Debersize comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debersize can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening, to higher-level boot camp and weight training. Debersize will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283.
Do you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate love, life, health with flowers from Blossom Moments? Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event. Contact Blossom Moments at bmgevents.net. For all of your floral event needs, large or small, call Blossom Moments. 561-951-6343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Want to get more exposure to?
And we're back at a wonderful Wednesday on the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. You can find us on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. We just have to be honest and transparent that we cheated.
No, forget it. I can't do this thing.
We did the
put one
Buckeye
in-
Challenge.
If I didn't have
with
coffee,
one.
there was no way I wouldn't even be talking right now.
With one. There's no way to do two.
You can't do
You
two.
cannot do two Buckeyes
She
in
was
your
right.
mouth and have a conversation.
Did you try two?
Have you tried one?
I've tried several.
No, I mean at the same time.
Not at the same time. Would you like me to?
Yes, I want you to
see
try
how
two.
many. Would you
Let's
like
see
one,
what
Bob?
kind of brave soul
We're gonna try one. No, he's thinking about it though.
Oh, you gotta at least try one.
It's a vegan Buckeye. Susan, what is in them that makes them vegan?
We need
Well, I
two.
use
Sure.
vegan butter, and then I use
Try
Mexican
two.
vanilla.
All right, Michael. He's got two Buckeyes.
Oh gosh.
No, two. Because now you gotta talk. We're gonna talk to you. You're gonna answer some questions. Oh, great. Okay.
Go for it.
All right, we got
for it.
three Buckeyes in Michael's mouth right now.
Wait, I'm gonna wait till it melts up.
So, Michael, tell us about your CBD company.
Now, did
It's
you
delicious.
Did you use Michael CBD in this?
Yes.
Which one, Michael, did she use?
Actually, this is the cancer blend.
The cancer blend is in the CBD, and that's what we wanted to talk about was the different modalities of your body's absorbing the CBD. So now you've got 3
That's pretty
Buckeyes
good.
in your mouth.
You got 3. That's pretty good. I couldn't even talk about the
I think
one.
you should make.
He's always been a big mouth.
You think what? I'm sorry. What was that?
You want to see what?
I wanted to see you talk.
That's pretty impressive.
That's good.
The cancer
that
blend
comes
you
to
used
swallow.
in this
Some
one.
Coffee?
Yeah, you need some water.
And there you have the 3 Buckeye Challenge. We're having the conversation with Michael from CBD Hemp Meds. You
I
can
think
also
the only
find
word-
One Mean Bean or Coffee Bean Dreams. You have a lot of products in your arsenal,
Yeah.
from the tinctures, the oils, the bears, the frogs, the roll-ons. Why so many different forms?
If I can still talk.
I'm trying to give you
All
some
right.
time.
All right, so it's really customer choice, modalities of the human body or any animal with a spine. You have to have multiple delivery methods. Of course, some people are going to like one or the other, but on a scientific level, I'm looking at what's the most appropriate way for delivery for the
Let's
consumption.
ask Freddie, how's that going for
It's
you?
going good.
Try another one, and then you're going to
No
conduct
way.
the interview at the same time.
So we try to make it as delightful and palatable as humanly possible. As you already can testify, it's fantastic.
The taste changed. It has a less green taste.
Yeah, well,
Earthy?
earthy,
Yeah.
green. A lot of companies don't pull out the chlorophylls and other heavy constructs in a plant, which makes it almost impalatable for most people. But they also use oils that are not palatable, like the coconut oils. They use very cheap MCT oils to cut costs, but the dangerous side of using those types of oils is, as a carrier oil, the majority of people in the world have a allergy to coconut, which then makes them have an allergy to citrus. So to cover up tastes with a lot of companies, they add citrus.
Well, let me ask you a question about the MCT oil. A lot of people are doing a bulletproof diet, which, from what they tell me, and I'm not an expert on it at all, is they do the coffee with the butter, I guess, or the ghee, if you're vegan, and this MCT oil. Is there something to be said that, is it the oil? Could you use a CBD blend as well? What is the whole concept behind the MCT?
It's cheaper.
Why that in the bulletproof? Why are
industry.
people finding mental clarity? They're finding better digestion.
Well, yeah, it's not that it's cheaper in that construct you're talking about, but the body needs certain types of fats, so those fats are present, but there's a lot of other things present in those oils as well. So if you have an allergy, there's something in there that is going to cause a problem. The benefits are still guaranteed to be there. Your essential fats and so forth are there. So you're going to get that mental clarity. You're going to get that benefit for sure, but you're also going to have a reaction somewhere else.
So I'm
that is
wondering if
not
we
beneficial.
do your new coffee, your CBD infused coffee, with the fat of the butter or the ghee, if people would receive the same benefits, if it's the same type of oil and you're still getting the fats, you got your CBD in the morning. It's I can't say it's a diet. It's supposed to give you better mental clarity, better digestion, stop
Give you
the
better runs to
bloating.
the bathrooms when they give you.
I don't know,
Take
but
X-Lax, ain't that?
So typically our oils are always going to be the cherry kernel oils,
Try it, Freddie.
apple seed oil, and the apricot seed oils, because to our knowledge, no one really has an issue with that. And then it allows you to have all the same benefits anyway, because all of the constructs are still available in those oils as well.
There's a lot going on. How can people find the products and questions? Because I know you're going to have questions because you're not going to know what oil, whether you get the bears, the frogs, the coffee beans. There's
Well,
so
you
many
can-
choices. How
you
can
can
they
find
contact?
us, and you can email me personally if you'd like. The number one, so www.onemeanbean.com or cbdhempmeds.net. And then you can email me personally at Michael, Michael, at cbdhempmeds.net.
Thank you. And you can always get more information. You can find it on our website because Michael is one of our sponsors. You can go to brooklyncafe.tv and all of our sponsors are listed there. You can always, apparently people find us at the radio station, 888-565-1470, or on our V card, text 80800, and cafe, all of that information will populate as well. And very important information, Saturday is the last day to get your discounted tickets for the Flying for Hope Gala and Golf Tournament. Then ticket prices do go up. You can still get them, but the discounted prices on Saturday. Tell us about that, Susan.
So so our sponsorships as well as our early bird special ends on the 15th. It just allows me, because there's a lot of work to do. When this is the first time I'm doing a golf and a gala in one weekend.
That's a lot.
I'm a little crazy, but I have a lot of energy, so thank God God gave me that. But our website is www.flying4hope.com. Where else you can go to our Facebook page. Everything can be paid online. People can pay sponsorships online. They can pay for their tickets online. And then anybody who does sponsor, and if they want to sponsor, please let me know, because I pick it up personally from them, because I like to meet the sponsor, and I want to make sure I'm getting their logo, and I'm blasting them everywhere, because we've got a lot of celebrities coming. The McCarthy sisters are coming. We've got just a lot of different.
You've got Icky, maybe Bob will come.
Yeah.
Do a whole. You can do.
I love to play golf.
Yeah, so I'll put
Do
you
you?
with put it with some good players to play with, and then we've got we've got so many different. I don't even like to call them really celebrities, because they're all people just like we are. They're all got some gift everyone has a gift.
And everyone's giving back, and that's
Right.
what's so amazing is here you are, an amazing football player for Miami Dolphins, and Icky Woods and his foundation for his son, and everyone's about giving back. It's what we talk about every day. It's paying it forward. It's the extension. It's not about me, right? It's not the you syndrome. It's giving back to the community as a whole. And what's the next step? And how do we help people? How do we educate asthma or other foundations, and giving back always to our children?
Now, when you were here the last time, remember we were asking for somebody with a plane.
Yeah.
So somebody
Did you find one?
Somebody from Miami contacted me. They don't have a plane. But they have a hangar.
But they have a hangar.
hangar.
Okay.
He says, but that's close to the plane.
It's close.
I said, yeah, if you park the plane in it. But he's right. He says, how many people are you going to fit on a plane, Freddie? Maybe a hangar would be a different.
How are you going to get people into the hangar?
Right.
You got to fly them. Flap their heads really fast.
He's probably watching today. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I mean, a hangar could be fun.
You could do a hangar party.
A hangar party.
Hangover party.
Or that too, but you could do a Flying for Hope party at a hangar. Wouldn't that be a great
That'd be
concept?
awesome. I would love to also do like a networking event. I have a networking group called LMM that I started in Chicago 10 years ago, and I would love to hold it one at Brews Rooms where everyone comes. I invite everybody from around the surrounding areas and just tell them to come to one space, and you basically say who you are, what you do, why you share it, why you love it, and how you can help others.
Why don't we do that in combination with the show? Bring a networking event there, do a show, pick one of the locations that Bob thinks would be a great one to do, and we put it all together.
We could bring the puzzle lady, bring Julie, bring a whole bunch of games.
And make it a whole networking event, because
Extraordinary.
people are looking to network. And sometimes networking during the day is a great option.
Right, and then Brews Rooms has good food. They've got a great atmosphere.
And it's big. The Brews Room here off of Atlantic.
The one in Boynton Beach is huge. Even when I passed it after the game one, people were coming out. They're so happy. Like they were coming out. They're like, and then they all went back in. I'm like, oh, they're probably just still continuing eating and drinking and having and being
Well, they
merry.
stay there all night.
Eat, drink,
that's right.
and be merry. It's the holiday season.
But the rooms are usually, they're very big. His locations are big, so you can do a whole lot of things. You can have the lady with the puzzles come in. She has an 8-foot by 4-foot puzzle, and people sort of put that together, and we could do the extraordinary escape room and maybe come up with something like that.
There's a lot of things. It's always about networking, right? It's always about giving back. And let's do a show, if you would have us, one day at Brews Room, either in Delray or Boynton, whatever you think is a better fit. And we invite everybody. We invite the party. Invite
Maybe
the house.
Invite the Panthers. The CEO said he'll come up.
There you have it.
That might be fun. Yeah, that might be very interesting. Interesting. All right, very good.
Thank you, Susan. You've done an amazing job. The Buckeye Challenge, Michael, truly impressive.
You
3
passed it.
Buckeyes in an interview.
How do you get a picture of that?
I would say something, but I'm on radio now. I'll say it later.
We have to do a
Good
redo.
job.
For more information, they can contact Brews Room. Find you how? Find Brews Room?
www.brewsroom.com. And find me is, Bob at,
Brews Room is okay.
brewsroom.com.
Best wings and French fries. There's the ribbon.
Bar none. Bar none, I tell you, Bruise Room. Where'd you come up with that name?
Yeah.
It's because you were bruising?
My nickname down here was the first three letters of my name, Brew.
Brew. There you have it.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
Thank you so much for joining us at the Buckeye Challenge. Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? I don't even know. It's Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
But don't be late.
Be kind to each other.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000 square foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more goodwill next time. You can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.